Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1 and today we are going to present a movie review called Nobody. Before I start the presentation, I would like to introduce my group members. My name is Nur Awatif binti Muhammad Asri and my group members is Nur Amir Huwaida binti Zulkifli, Nur Syafiqah Adriana Muhammad Rizidi and Muhammad Ziad Irfan bin Rohaizat. The movie is about Harsh Marcel is an underestimated and overlooked dad and husband. One night, their house got robbed, but he decided not to defend his family or even himself. His wife and his son so upset with him. That incident caused everyone to think he is a failure. He was so frustrated, so he beat the gangs in the bus. But unluckily, one of his victims is younger brother of Yulian Knezov, which is a Russian crime lord. Stunned from that, he needs to defend his family from the danger.
Hi, my name is Nur Amir Huwaida binti Zulkifli and I will explain about two main stakeholders. Stakeholders is anyone who is affected by or can affect the objectives of the organizations. Two main stakeholders that we have is main hero and main villains. In this movie, I can relate Harsh Marcel as main hero and Yulian Knezov as main villain. Next, the main hero in this movie is Harsh Marcel, where he leads an ordinary life where he has two children and a wife back home. He was put into an unremarkable position of a job in his father-in-law's metal fabrication company. Harsh Marcel was a former auditor and assassin employed by intelligence agency until an experience with one target inspired him to retire as an ordinary family man. His marriage is strained and his daily life seems really bland and tedious, which made him become an in part underestimate and overlook dad and husband. When two thieves break into his home one night, Harsh declined to defend himself or his family, hoping to prevent serious violence, but this made his family disappointed in him and think he is a failure. Harsh also was involved with few men in a bus when he was heading home and hospitalized one of them, eventually killing that man named Lady. Next is Yulian Knezov, which is the main villain in this movie. He is a Russian mobster or a Russian mafia who aims to kill Harsh Marcel as a revenge of his brother Teddy, who Harsh Marcel accidentally killed. Yulian is an unhinged psychopath who is prone to bursts of violence, which he rarely faces consequences thanks to his invasion power. With the power of his marksmanship, he also has a huge criminal influence since he is highly able to influence others to join his teams. His hobby also monitoring illegal offshore money, aiming his revenge on Harsh for maiming and killing his brother Teddy.
Next is ethical dilemma of hero, which is Harsh. First is whether the heroes want to be honest with his family about his dark side. Second, whether he wants to protect a young woman from sexual harassment or to release his frustration. In the bus, he saw a young woman got sexual harassment by a gang. He looks this as an opportunity for him to release his frustration. Third is whether he wants to threaten the burglars or save their sick baby. After his house got robbed, he found the thief's apartment and he threatened them, but he discovered about the thief's sick baby, so he decided to leave. For ethical dilemma of villain, which is Yulian. First is whether he wants to go after Harsh, who destroyed the object, or take what he has left and run. Second is whether he wants to satisfy himself by attacking the innocent, which is when he sent his innocent gang to kill Harsh but they failed.
So now talk about the actions taken by the villain of the movie from a consequentialist point of view. Consequentialism is a theory that states whether something is just or unjust based on its consequences or outcome. This movie's villain is known as Mr. Julian Kuznetsov. In the scene, Julian is called to the hospital where he finds Teddy's friend, who suffered from physical damage, and he violently interrogates him, even though he was injured, to find out what happened to him and who did it. In this next scene, Julian decided to find Hutch and asked his assistant to find more about him. His assistant then blackmailed an FBI officer to go deep into the archives to find confidential information. She found out that in the past Hutch was an assassin, and after she found that out, she gave the information to Julian and then resigned. After having the information, Julian then asked everyone under his command to bring and capture Hutch to him alive. So from a consequentialist point of view, Julian's actions are wrong and unethical because he takes revenge for his own self-interest, which is also known as ethical egoism. Ethical egoism is a part of consequentialism theory, which means that the individual's outcome is more important than any other outcome. Now we'll take a look at the actions taken by the hero from a deontologist's point of view. Deontology is a theory where the action taken and its outcome are independent. In other words, there are things that needs to be done even though they are morally wrong. In this scene, the hero of the movie, Mr. Hutch, voluntarily helps a girl even though she is a complete stranger to him. He risks his life fighting against drunk men who are sexually abusing her. So from a deontologist's point of view, fighting is generally unjust and not good morally because it harms others. However, by fighting, he rescued the girl from the drunk man, which makes the action morally good. In this next scene, we see that Mr. Hutch is trying to protect his family from intruders. He firmly told his family to stay in the basement for their own safety, while he puts himself in danger for his family fighting the intruders. He protects his family even if it means taking the life of other intruders while also risking the life of his own. He completely ignores the consequences of his actions in order to do what's right, which is saving the girl and making sure she reaches home safely. According to the deontology theory, the outcome or consequence of the action is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is the intention of the decision maker, which is in this case, the safety of Mr. Hutch's family.
Next with me, principle of golden rule. We are aware of the meaning behind this rule, which is to treat others the way you want to be treated, and it's very simple to understand the golden rule. The following questions will help us to understand it even more. First one, do you like it when people are mean to you? Or maybe how would you feel when people do unacceptable things to your family? And have you ever wondered how your own actions affect others, and how would you feel if others did the same to you? Based on the movie entitled Nobody, if I have to put myself in the villain's shoes, which is the situation is a Russian crime lord named Julian, these are the possible ethical action that I would take based on the golden rule. So from the synopsis before, it was mentioned that Hutch attacks Julian's brother named Teddy in the past. As the information about Hutch is available, instead of radically assigning people to attack his house and family, I would ask Hutch to confront face to face with me and ask him to explain what had happened that night and the reason he beat Teddy and the gang. It is because Julian himself hates it when his brother was attacked out of blue, so rather than do something that he hates by attacking Hutch's family, face-to-face confrontation will help Julian get a clearer picture of the incident. The other ethical action that I would have taken if I am in the villain's shoes to actually thank Hutch for trying to save Teddy's life. Hutch has performed a tracheotomy for Teddy to help him keep breathing, and this only can be done if Julian confronts at the first place. Next part, I would be embarrassed if I knew the reason why Hutch attacked Teddy on the bus. It was Teddy and his other Russian friend who initiated the fight by giving off rape rights to the woman in the bus. In addition, I would also feel guilty for endangering Hutch's innocent family who have nothing to do with the incident. There are two main lessons that we can learn from movies. The first thing is the little things change life. Our actions are caused by the small actions of others. We tend to react to small rather than respond, and because we react to the small things, we end up getting controlled by the stuff. From the movie, the small act of Abby looking for a cat bracelet had triggered Hutch, and he began to track down the people who probably had stolen the bracelet. And the next lesson is to trust and respect our family. This element is very important in any relationship as it may provide us with a sense of being cautious and safe. Based on the movie, Hutch trusts his half-brother Harry to seek information about Julian from the bubble, and it ends up providing Hutch a sense of consciousness and safety. That's all from us. Thank you.